A very good morning, class. We are dealing with the chapter number 16, natural resources. Natural resources. We have already covered what is a natural resource and what are different types of natural resources. Renewable and non-renewable resources. We have seen the meaning, differences and examples of both. Today we'll begin our new topic, that is conservation of soil. Conservation of soil. Why do we need to conserve the soil? Why do we need to save the soil? Why do we need to conserve the soil, or why do we need to save the soil? The first and foremost reason is to maintain its fertility. If you want to maintain the fertility, if you want our soil to be in a proper condition so that proper planting can be done, it is utmost necessary that you maintain and conserve the soil in the best manner. So in this regard, there are two methods of conserving the soil. There are two methods of conserving the soil. The first is preventing of soil erosion, and the second is preserving soil fertility. Preventing soil erosion and preserving soil fertility. It's on page number 110, 110. Page number 110. So the following steps can be followed when we want to preserve or when we want to prevent the soil erosion. Soil erosion is basically a geographical process wherein the part of the soil gets affected due to heavy rain, wind or some other outside atmospheric pressure. Okay, so that can be prevented by when first is afforestation. Afforestation is when planting of more of green trees so that greenery or forestry can be maintained. It means planting trees on a large scale. Roots of plants bind the soil to help to prevent soil erosion. Now, roots of soil help to bind roots of soil. For example, these are the roots of the soil. Okay, if afforestation is done, they will bind the soil into one unit. It will pack into one unit, which will help to prevent the soil erosion, so that when the water moves, water flushes out, it will not shake, it will not break. The second is terrace farming. Terrace is basically the step or the ladder that we put this way. Okay, this is terrace farming. Terrace is if you divide your lands into this manner, okay, that is on an edge basis or on a step basis, okay, and if you leave some gap in between so that the air can pass through or the water can pass through, that is what basically terrace farming. So that when the rainwater drops into this, it does not harm a particular sector, it does not harm a particular plot, rather the water will flow from this part, this part, and this part. Okay. When a small drop of water flushes through different regions, it does not harm the particular level of soil. So terrace farming is basically cutting slopes into steps or terraces that can reduce soil erosion. The steps slow down the flow of water and hence soil is not washed away. What happens when they are left alone? The heavy flood or heavy rain actually washes them away. But when the gap is there, the water will move out. That will retain the soil. That will help to maintain the soil where it is. The third step is preventing overgrazing. Overgrazing is when some animals, domestic animals, when some domestic animals feed on a particular plot of land for number of times, that is overgrazing. So that should be stopped. Grazing is okay, but when they overgrazing is done by them, it actually hampers the fertility of the soil. The fertility of the soil is lost. The fertility of the soil is lost, which actually disturbs or hampers the growth of the upcoming plants. Next is proper drainage and irrigation. Proper drainage and irrigation means that there should be a proper outlet through which the water can come out. For example, when the water from this level, so we say point A and this is point B. Okay, when the water moves from point A to point B, once the water is soaked by every soil, now whatever excessive water is there, they should get out, they should move out. For that, a drainage system can be developed just beside the main plot. Just beside the main plot, and an outlet can be developed. For example, we can have the outlet this way, so that it can connect this way. And the water can, whatever extra water is there, whatever surplus water is there, they can move out. So that is the drainage system. The next is preserving soil fertility. How can we maintain this fertility of the soil? How can the fertility of the soil be maintained? The first is crop rotation. We can go for an alternative crop method. That is, for this year, if we are planting rice, next year we will plant wheat. That is alternative production of a crop. Okay, crop rotation. The rotation of a crop on a year by year basis or on a season by season basis. During the rabi season we can have some other crop, during the kharif season we can have some other crops. Second is leaving a field fallow. Fallow is uncultivated or empty. We can leave the field for a particular season uncultivated so that it can regain the fertility. The fertility of the soil is regained. And the last point is mixed cropping. We can even plan for mixed cropping. For example, if this is a plot of land, say we divided two parts, plot A, plot B. So what we can do, in a plot A, we can have rice, in plot B, we can have wheat. So when more than one crop is planted or is put into a particular land on a particular season, that is called mixed cropping. Mixed cropping means mixture of more than one, something that is being planted, something being cropped. Okay, so we'll come to the end of the topic now. In the next video, in the next class, we shall talk about the conservation of forest. How can we conserve our forest, which is the free gift of nature again, which is a natural resource for us? How can we conserve, how can we protect, how can we save? Okay class, thank you.